Okay, this how-to video is going to go through how to use the post-processing or the automatic post-processing capabilities inside of the Cadence PCB tools. So traditionally, if you're going to be using or generating, you get to the end of a PCB design and you want to generate all your data, you might go to the manufacture artwork command, you might go to the manufacture NC command, you might go and do maybe a file export ODB++ or IDF or DXF, whatever you want to do, you generate all this individual data. But obviously doing all those individually can be quite time consuming. So there is a command under the file and export called post-processing. What this does is have lots of the default commands that you may do, like, update shapes, update all your custom variables that we talked about earlier on, do a BOM, put a new cross-section chart down, different variant assemblies, maybe all your NC data. And you can effectively enable or disable these depending on what you want to do to generate these files. So that's the kind of the default options. Obviously, if there are certain settings for all of these. So if you select the command, for example, like artwork data, you can do a right mouse button and setup, and then you can go through, and this is the default settings that you would need to generate all your films. The same for your NC legend, for example. If you did the setup, that would give you the default for the charts. And if you did the NC drill data, that would give you your drill parameters, what you want to do, whether it's auto, tool select, etc. So there are ways to set up and control all the default settings with these. There's also a methodology to add new options. So, for example, in this default list, there's not an ODB++ functionality. So what I could do here is I could just do a right mouse button and insert a new task. And then it's just a matter of setting this up. So there are a list of predetermined commands. If the one that's not there, like ODB++, for example, isn't there and you want to do that all the time, we can literally just do a script, so file script record, and generate a script for this and then give it a name. So I'm just going to do ODB++, for example. It's just going to display the name as ODB++. And this is just for my list, so generation, and then the script, I've got one recorded already, generate ODB++, and OK, and then that now becomes a default command in my list that I could then save, and then it's loaded every time I start this up. So you would then effectively tick the boxes for what you want the tools to actually go and generate for you, and then we just click on run, and then that would then go and generate all the individual files and put it together. As part of this also, there's things like a zip collector, so it would zip all these files into a manufacturing folder where you put the different files. Obviously, batch plots are a default command as well that you've used already. So lots of different integrated commands here to speed up that export processing, giving you a consistent package